Sean, and welcome back to our series of how-to videos in Magento. Today we're just going to be discussing attributes, and for those that are new to Magento, basically what you need to do in the process of setting up Magento in preparation for entering products, you need to basically specify attributes, which are essentially field types, before you can then create the attribute sets or groups in which you map the different field sets to. So basically the way Magento works is, a bunch of fields mapped to selective groups, or what they call attribute sets. So in other words, for every different type of product that you may have on your store, for instance, in this particular instance with obviously bicycles, we're looking at obviously mountain bikes would be a very different group set than what particular, say for instance, kids bikes would be, or road bikes, etc. And then of course you may even have different group sets depending on supplier to supplier. So for instance, or sorry, brand to brand. So obviously an attribute set very unique to entering a product like, say, a Mongoose mountain bike as opposed to, say for instance, a GT mountain bike. So what we ideally want to do is be very, very selective in the process of creating our attribute sets. But the first process of the whole creation process, or data entry import, is actually entering attributes, then creating the attribute sets and mapping those attributes to those attribute sets, and then we can commence creating categories. And once we have created the categories, we can then start entering our products. So what we're going to do right now is just quickly go through the process of adding an attribute, and we do that by clicking on Catalog, Attributes, Manage Attributes. On the top right hand corner, click on Add New Attribute, and we need to enter an attribute code. So this has to be in lowercase, by the way. If you're using two words as an attribute code, you have to actually join them with an underscore. So we're just going to enter an attribute field of bells. And for scope, I would always just select global, and catalog import type. For the most part, it's always going to generally be text field. If there's a need for any other field type, I would suggest just looking at your Magento manual. The only other two fields that I would change in the default settings here would be comparable on front end, set that to yes, and also here visible on product view page on front end, select yes on that as well. Then we need to click on the tab on the top left hand corner here, manage label options, and again we just need to specify as to how that particular field type is actually shown both on the back end and also on the front end. And then all we do is save attribute set. Now once we've saved that attribute set, there are two things that we should note. One is that you'll now see that new attribute that we have created here in the list. It is bells, okay. And we'll also notice a message up here that says that we need to refresh our index management. Now if you were entering in several new attributes at a time, what you would do is wait until you've entered all the attributes and then come along and click on index management and just reindex the data, and then you're ready to commence creating your attribute sets and mapping your attributes to your attribute sets. Thank you for watching.